Hey everybody, it's Josh from Collection DX here with another review. This time it is the NECA Gypsy Danger from the movie Pacific Rim. I loved the movie Pacific Rim. I thought it was really great, and I had high hopes for the toys in this line. However, I got let down quite a bit when I actually got my hands on the figures. But that's not to say that they're terrible. They're terrible compared to Japanese toy standards. They're pretty much par for the course for American toy standards. And for the $15, they're not that bad. And considering they're the only game in the town right now for Pacific Rim figures, I'll take what I can get, and I'll support the line because I want to see more by anybody. I want to see more Jaegers. Especially the 18-inch ones that NECA is going to produce. We're going to start out here with the titular mech, the Gypsy Danger. It's a bit taller than your average action figure, but it's about par for the course for NECA style things. It's made out of PVC. It's very soft and doughy. You can see brushstrokes all over the figure. You can see brushstrokes all in here. Due to the size of the figure, the sculpts are not so tight. You can this definitely wasn't something that I don't think that was done with CAD modeled and put out. I think this was a handmade sculpt that, once again, that they somehow cut up. So let's start from the top. The head is actually posable on a ball joint. It doesn't really move a lot, but it does move, so I guess it's something. The yellow, I would have rather seen a gold paint in there, I think, or maybe even like a translucent drop-in visor, but it's kind of a doughy piece of rubber. The top chest is all one piece on a ball joint, which is nice. The arms are also on ball joints, but have very limited movement due to the shoulder pads. That could have been really fixed by making this a separate piece, which the shoulder pads are separate pieces, molded separately, but they're just sort of stuck on. There's no bicep swivel, there's no elbow swivel. Range of motion in the elbow is that. That kind of sucks. You'd think they'd, do something a little more dynamic than that, but nope. Hands are on ball joints. These are, you can get a feeling of the material. That's what the whole thing is made out of, that stuff. There is some okay leg joints. You can see that they have a little play there. They do move up and down. Not bad. But once again, see these panels here on the sides? Hear that rub? I mean, that's what you have to do. It's not great. There's nice detail in the legs. I'll admit that. Very nicely done. And knee articulation, not bad. Okay. Ankle articulation. It's on a ball joint with some range of motion, which isn't bad. But a nice little twist. They give you a little heel that moves. Alright. So you get the basic idea. Nice, overall decent, nice hand sculpt. Definitely not something that was rendered from CAD. Feels very homey and not precise, very beaten and worn. Almost like a real steel robot rather than the proper mechanics from Pacific Rim. You can do this with him. You can give him a little bit of a stance. You can go, hey, look at my arms. He does the running man. You can turn a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. It could, considering the source material, considering the state of action figure technology, considering how awesome the movie was, they could have done so much more. But like I said, I'm glad to have it. It's nice to be able to support this film and this merchandise, and hopefully if these toys are a success, other companies will realize that these characters will sell, and maybe somebody like 3A or Hot Toys or Bandai will pick up the license and do something truly remarkable with it. On the plus side for this toy is I bought it right after I saw the movie, and my son grabbed it and said, "That is awesome," and he's been taking it kind of wherever he goes. which is nice. That it's very playable, it's very kid-friendly. I mean, it's not made for kids, but I can hand this to him and not really worry about what's going to happen to it. It holds up to most beatings pretty well. It runs you about 15 bucks, mass market retail piece. It looks pretty cool. You could do worse. Once again, you just have to keep in mind, don't put it up to the candle of the Japanese toys. It just does not have the same level of engineering or quality. But at the same time, if this were a Japanese toy, with this Japanese toy engineering, something this size would cost you 100 bucks. This is 15, so corners will be cut somewhere. Stay tuned for the next review. I'm going to do Crimson Typhoon. It's Josh from Collection DX. See you next time.